Welcome back to the YouTube channel where I make it easy for you to integrate AI into your business today. There's a lot of entrepreneurs looking over the last 12 months. What the hell just happened to my business and AI? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what I've learned over the last 12 months in 2025 while building an AI business and helping our clients do the exact same thing into theirs. And at the end, I'm also going to be doing a bit of a bonus where I'm going to show you our vision for what we believe businesses are going to be like and the future of 2026 for businesses in general, especially in AI. So, before we dive into this, please like and subscribe. Make sure to comment on your thoughts, any questions, because I want to be able to tailor this page to the information that you guys are looking for. Yes, I am pretty strong and blunt about what we're doing and how we're doing it, but still creating that conversation is going to make not only your life easier, but my life easier as well. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So, number 12, AI, it is just a tool, but it also can help you communicate better. Just like on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, it doesn't really matter what it is. These are just tools that help you unlock whatever your product or service is. If you have a bad product or service, it's not going to help actually grow the business. You need to have a good product or service for these tools to be able to help you grow to what you're trying to do, just like AI. It is just a tool. So if your business is broken, it's only going to amplify broken. Number 11, AI doesn't make you an expert in something. You have to be an expert in something to be able to leverage AI as the tool. Number 12, like we were just saying. 90% of the people are using AI and they're seeing these outputs come through, but they have no idea what's good or bad. I always like to use the Kim Kardashian example where she tried to learn law and get her law degree without knowing anything about it, using ChatGPT and AI to be able to learn it. And what happened? She failed. So if you're not an expert in something, go and find an expert you can learn from to be able to leverage the tool. Or if you are an expert in something, be sure to just double down and only focus on that, because that is where you're going to get the most output. Number 10, you cannot do AI on your own. You need to have some sort of collaboration, whether it's with partners or in communities. You need to be able to learn these things with other people. Additionally, it's like your teammates are not the people that you're supposed to be collaborating with. Like a social media manager isn't somebody who is going to be able to integrate AI throughout your whole system. You need somebody who is specialized in this AI world to be able to help your business grow. I like to use the example as a CFO. People bring on CFOs in the business to run the finances. You're not going to have somebody who is supposed to do social media run your finances. It just doesn't make sense. AI is a specialty, and you need to be able to collaborate with people or partner with people who are experts in that space. Number 9, the old business models are broken. The old business models to me are just so broken. We continue to build these businesses and we continue to stack chaos on top of each other. It's the agency space. People add more verticals within their business because it creates more revenue, but it also creates more headache, and it also creates more people that you essentially have to manage. You have to look at reinventing how your business is actually ran. I talk about this in other videos. It's identifying what you believe you're the best at, bottling that up and scaling that through what we call is the AI Ascension Model, which we'll talk about in another video, but not on this one today. It has completely changed the way that we build business. So you can't keep integrating AI into an old business model in something that is broken, which I continue to talk about as well. You need to look at scaling what you believe you're the best at, or helping others scale what they believe they're good at, and create an ascension model that turns whatever that service is into a product. And this is going to change the way that businesses run. Number 8, and this is a really, really big one that we've noticed this year. AI is going to expose the dead weight in your business. It is so unemotional. It doesn't really matter. With your teammates, I believe that there's a lot of people within our businesses that we don't actually need. The problem with it is we keep them because we don't necessarily want to go back and do tasks that we really could do and leverage AI to help us do it. It's just easier to keep them there. Additionally, it's like I also believe that we delegate to people in business way too fast. And this is out of personal experience, bringing people on because I didn't want to do something in the business. Instead of focusing on that, learning the processes, integrating AI the right way, and then scaling it on our own without having to bring in extra people. It is going to remove the dead weight that's already in your business. This is why it's like AI is going to replace AI is not going to replace you. Somebody with AI is. Well, it's no, AI is not going to replace you. It's just going to remove the dead weight that's already in your business that you just can't make the decision. Drop the ego, start looking at where that dead weight is from. Which goes into number 7. AI is not emotional, it tells you the truth. So if you have your team that is using AI all the time, a very, very easy metric is look at the amount of tokens that they're using. Look at the tools that they're using. Are they using them on a regular basis? And to what they're using, to what their output is the output good? Is the business growing? There's very, very easy metrics to look at with AI that also expose not only just regular people in your business, but also leaders in your business as well. Are they actually helping move the needle within your business? It's a great metric, just like in paid advertising. What is the return on ad spend? Well, what's the return on token spent? This is a very, very good tool to be able to see the unemotional side of are people doing the work or are they not doing the work? Number 6, your team needs to stay hungry. Keeping your teams lean, keeping your teams hungry is going to be so vital for you to stay ahead. Yes, AI is progressing. These tools are progressing really, really fast. But as these tools start doing more and more of your business, how does your team stay ahead of the competition? What is your moat? What are the next things that you and your team can do? So the constant learning curve of this is going to be exponential. If you're not continuing to learn and you're not collaborating with other people as well, it's like this is where you're going to fall behind. Finding team members that AI as identify, well, it's not emotional, they're actually using these things, they're not dead weight, and they're hungry is the core foundation of your team that you need to be able to be a part of this AI race. Numbers 5 is your ego will make you lose. Mindset is everything. We've had cases where I've seen the exact same business essentially on paper, and what the difference is between winners and losers is literally just the ego behind it. People that think they're the best, people that think that they're smartest. It's just not that way anymore. Just because you were once smart in a certain area does not mean you're smart in this AI race. It is going to wipe out people with egos, and the people who can't drop them are going to lose first. I work with a lot of CEOs, and a lot of the time, the first thing that I work on with them is just an ego check. And it's not that they have egos in a way where it's like an arrogant ego. It's just like this is the pride and everything that we have in our business. And there's a humbling experience that AI is showing all of us. And when you can accept that humbleness, this is where the CEOs really start to help push the vision forward in this new age model. Number 4, CEOs without education, which ties into the last one, are going to ruin the business. I always use the analogy, the business is like a bucket of water. It really is. And with this bucket of water, the CEOs continue to pour in more water, more vision, more directions, all these fun things. And I'm saying this because I was one of these CEOs without actually understanding how the bucket is built. The problem with it is as soon as the bucket gets full, it continues to overflow. And this is where operators and the team members become completely overwhelmed on which direction to go, how to scale the business. And this is why businesses hit a lot of ceilings as well. CEOs need to really understand how the operations is working. Yes, spend more time with your operating people, spend more time with your team members, understand the processes, understand how this AI race is actually working. And this is what's going to unlock your team from the overwhelm of what's going on every single day. CEOs, stop filling up that bucket, step back, understand how the bucket is built, and just continue to maintain it. This is what's going to help you grow. Number three, 95% of businesses are broken. I am so sure of it. It's absolutely insane. Again, speaking from experience, this business that we're continuing to build in the beginning in a startup grind, things are chaotic. Everything's gone all over the place. Past businesses, you've got team members everywhere. I understand the feeling because we've all been there. You bring in more people to fix more problems, but the last problems haven't solved themselves. 95% of businesses are broken. I touched on this earlier. If you don't fix what the business is, the foundation of the business, AI is not going to help you. It is impossible. It's going to amplify what's already broken. It's going to seem like it's not working, and it's going to expose these gaps in your business. Stepping back to move forward is going to be so important. If you don't fix your foundation, fix that broken piece in your business, you will lose. 100%. I can guarantee it. Number two, your business is like an assembly line. Each step along the way is just a transformation of data to the next person. From the time like somebody sees you on social media, from the time they hit a website or a funnel, from the time they get on a sales call, from the time they do onboarding, from the time they do first of fulfillment or getting whatever your product is, each one is an assembly line. So if you can streamline the assembly line, this is going to make the process of your delivery, your user experience much better. It's going to grow your business. Look at your business as an assembly line. Break down each step along the way from the time a customer sees your product on social media, on the tool, to then going through each step along the way to the time that you actually deliver the product or service for the first time, and then repeat. This is the flywheel that you're going to continue to create for your business. Each one along the way, just slowly optimizing it where AI can really help you, gaining yourself 5, 10, 15, 50, 60, 70% better outputs along the way. Then all of a sudden you're going to wake up. It's like the business is running better. Look at your business as an assembly line because that's what it is. Last but not least, number one, and this goes into every part of life, which I see and I see now, reverse engineer everything. Step back. What is the output that we're looking for? What is the goal we're trying to accomplish? Same thing with this video. It's like number one and backwards. How am I supposed to help AI get to where it's supposed to go if I can't give it that final product? Look at when you hire somebody into a business. I'm going to use email marketing for an easy example. So it's like you hire somebody into a business to write emails. You typically would give them a really good output that you've done for your business or for a past client, whatever it may be. Hey, take this email output that we've used and it's worked really well. Here's the steps or the SOP, AKA prompt, to be able to write that email. Once you write the email, check to make sure it's okay. Human in the loop. That's the expertise that's there. And then take this client information or take our business information, the inspiration to be able to do the work. The reverse engineering process for everything from communication, from the deliveries of these AI, from how you hire people, it doesn't matter what it is. If you can start with the end in mind, it's easier to build the processes for AI to be able to get to that end goal. The reverse engineering is the quickest way to success because you fed AI the right output, that final output that it's supposed to work to. Most people work, you are an expert email writer and here's some information, write me an email. And then you're tweaking the ChatGPT prompt and you're doing all these things, but it just can't get to that final output. It's because you haven't given it that final output. Give it the final output, build the processes or use your SOPs to be able to actually build out your prompt and then continue to feed it the inspiration wherever it may be off the internet, from internal, from your clients, and you'll see the actual outputs of your business starting to grow. So those are the 12 things that I've learned over the last 12 months in 2025 about building a business in this AI space and how AI integrates and how we're doing it for clients. Yes, there's a million other things that we've learned, but there's only so much we can cover. So these are the top 12 things that stood out to me that also essentially work together in its own assembly line. So I'm using this video to show you it's like 12 to 1. If you look at them along the way, there's a lot of overlap for them. So they will give you your biggest output into what the bonus is. Number 13, and what the future looks like for business. So businesses are broken. What's the new model? How do we actually scale this stuff for 2025? And I mentioned an AI Ascension model. And I'm going to be doing a sole video on this because I think it's extremely important. But gone are the days of people selling ebooks and courses and these front end products that just do not provide you any value, especially for service based businesses, professional services. We have it done for you. But how do we scale our business, all of this work, without scaling more headcount, which is the biggest question we get? How do we not burn out? How do we not hire more people? But how do we give access to what our business is itself? Well, what we've seen from anywhere from 5 to a 30x ROAS with this exact same model is we look at what a business is an expert at. What is it? It could be you're really good at content creation. You're really good at email marketing. You're really good at writing books. You're really good at we've seen one where it's faceless content, investor relations, raising money. Doesn't really matter what it is. What do you believe you're the best at? What is your done for you service that you actually provide? Start there. Understanding that that's what you're going to need to bottle up. Then what you do is you take that and you create an app that people have access to. And I'm going to break this down as simple as possible for you to understand the steps along the way. So with this is you take your done for you and you give a piece of it to people as a front end product. Call it $37 a month. They join, you've got some resources in there, you've got some training videos, and you give them access to your agents that give them the output that they need. It's tailored to their business. It gives them the output. They've got the training videos. So you're providing them the expertise that your done for you service does, but just at a low ticket offer. This is the front of your business. This is where we believe it's going. Then the next part of the ascension is, well, how do we train this information based on their business automatically? How do we get them to that next tier? Because not everybody wants to afford our done for you services yet. So you've got a $37 low ticket offer where they got access to videos, they got access to resources, they got access to your agents that are trained to your expertise. You've got all that stuff done, as well as like your profit on your done for you is getting better and better and better because you've got the same agents built. It's the same processes on both things. But the middle one is how you automatically train all of these agents to their business without you having to do a thing. This is where you can get them into a $997, $1,000, $2,000, $2,500, something mid-ticket to be able to give them more custom outputs to the same process for their business. So you've given them a taste in the beginning. They're like, yes, I really need this for my business. That's one thing. It's a filter. Then from there, it's like, okay, I really want to dive into this. I want to train all of these agents completely custom without having the done for you aspect yet, because I just don't want to afford the $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. So they start training these things. They start getting the success with having these custom agents done. Part 2 of the ascension. And then they get to a point where they've made so much money where they don't want to do it anymore. They hire you for the done for you service. It creates your own ascension. And the best part about it is it's the same process that you're using for yourself. So they're actually helping you train your whole business for yourself. I am so sure of this business model for businesses, taking whatever it may be and turning it into a front end offer where you give people access to it. It's absolutely scary. I know it's going to work. It's continuing to work. We've seen 5 to 30x ROAS. We've helped the business do $2 million in 10 days doing this exact model. We know it works. We've battle tested it. We're doing it for ourselves. So I highly suggest looking into how do you take your service and create it into a output offer, is a good way of putting it, with an ascension in between so you can custom train that information to push them into your done for you services. It is the future of 2026, so make sure you jump on that train. So to wrap it all up, this gives you the ability to look at turning your business into a low-end subscription model that you don't actually have to do the work. So it allows you to put some revenue and profit into your business. It allows you to scale the profit on your actual service base itself. It looks back on the 12 top things that I've got from this year and how you can implement them into your business by just reverse engineering every single one and how you can get the output. And we're really looking forward to 2026. There's a lot of amazing things coming. Be sure to like and subscribe because my goal is to make your life easier, remove the overwhelm, and help you grow your business and integrate AI the right way. But as always, we'll see you in the next video and stay dialed.